Hello everyone, welcome to our meetup again. This is our usual meetup that we do the last Saturday of every month. Today we're going to be talking about everything about crypto and a lot of developments that's happened recently. There has been a few very important developments that we're going to be talking about. One of them, the most important one, is the integration of crypto by PayPal. So that's very important is because once PayPal allows people to, or the users of PayPal, to buy and sell cryptocurrency, it straight away reaches like three and a half, like 350 million people. So that's a big news. So one of the reasons why we are talking about that. Amit, your voice is echoing, mate. So you have two devices. One of the devices is picking up the voice twice, and then it's making a. Okay, here it shows two devices for some reason. Just check. Maybe there are some other device that was tried to connect is connected, and it's. Yeah. So any kind of like. Question you guys have about the latest integration that you're going to be talking about, PayPal integrating with cryptocurrency, please message and we'll be able to answer those questions for you. It's a very important thing to be talking about because there is some do's and don'ts that PayPal is trying to have for the new buyers of cryptocurrency from their platform. It'd be amazing to talk about those things so that we are very clear about understanding what is the real level of integration that PayPal has done. So with me, well, of course, it's me, Vikram. I'm the CEO of InstaCrypto, and InstaCrypto is an instant exchange for cryptocurrency to fiat and fiat cryptocurrency. In terms of cryptocurrency list, we have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. We're going to be maybe adding some coins soon, which are very useful for payments and settlements and value transfer. Because if you understand, Bitcoin Cash focuses on something being peer-to-peer cash system, the way like how Satoshi intended crypto to be or Bitcoin to be. So that impulse has been followed by Bitcoin Cash. So the developers are acting accordingly and then developing the blocks and the flow of Bitcoin Cash according to that to make it easy for people in the world to use Bitcoin Cash as like a cash system. If I may explain what cash system may work like, is like when you go to a shop and pay cash, it's an instant settlement. As soon as you pay cash and you get the change or you don't get the change, it's an exact amount, you pay 100 rupees for the 100 product, 100 rupees for the product. You're ready to leave. That means it's an instant transaction. That's the way Bitcoin should be, is what Satoshi intended to do at the beginning. That's how he wrote his white paper. And by splitting with Bitcoin Cash kind of like holds that promise and continues to fulfill that promise for the people, the users of the world, users, crypto users of the world. The idea of having that is to make cryptocurrency everyday product for people, and so that eventually they have a tool to use. Even though they don't meet people in person, they're able to use this tool of Bitcoin Cash, similar to how a cash system works. But of course, the difference is that when you have cash only, then you have to meet people in person. But with Bitcoin Cash, you don't have to really meet people in person. You can meet them online and then do business online and then do transactions via Bitcoin Cash. So also in our meetup today, we have Romit. Romit is the founder of Zapit Wallet. Zapit Wallet is a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and actually it's much beyond Bitcoin Cash wallet. It actually allows people to make UPI payments. You're allowed to hold tokens. Tokens, those are an SLP token. SLP tokens are something that rides on Bitcoin Cash blockchain. They call Superledger protocol tokens. They're very popular, just similar to how ERC20 tokens are. ERC20 tokens ride on Ethereum, and SLP is on Bitcoin Cash. I would like to give the platform to Romit and maybe explain a little bit more about Zapit so that we understand what kind of products are available for Bitcoin Cash and crypto and the whole And after that, we can definitely talk about all the developments that's happening, including the PayPal's integration. Well, Romit, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Go on, Romit. You can continue.
Thanks,
Please
Vikram.
explain. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Romit, the founder of the Zapit wallet, as explained by Vikram. It's not just a regular Bitcoin Cash wallet where you can hold, receive, and send Bitcoin Cash, but also, as Vikram said, you can also do the same with SLP tokens. But we also have inbuilt services, and the services are peer-to-peer and non-custodial. It's a one-of-a-kind system where the escrow that's present in the P2P market, it's actually non-custodial. So Zapit does not hold any funds when interacting with the services. So you can buy Bitcoin Cash and sell Bitcoin Cash. You can also use it for international remittances. When using all these services, the money is actually held by the blockchain directly, like through a smart contract. And yeah, the buyer and the seller has full freedom to either withdraw back their funds or basically pass it to each other. We only act as the arbitrator in this case. So recently we also introduced UPI payments. So for every single UPI payments, users can actually get a token reward. Again, for every single UPI transaction, you get a random SLP token as a reward. Our plans next is to actually use those tokens to then give discounts if you're paying with the Bitcoin Cash wallet. So anywhere in India, you'll be able to pay with the Bitcoin Cash wallet, and if you use the tokens, you'll be able to get discounts. So that is what that's how basically that it works.
Great, great. Thank you very much for the explanation, Romit. Of course, along with Romit, we are able to build some products with Bitcoin Cash because that's how with Bitcoin Cash is what we could make cryptocurrency a little bit more easier for people to use and accept and transact with it. Because if I may explain how Bitcoin works similar fashion, but then when you send and receive Bitcoin, the fees are very, very high. It goes up to close to some 500 to 600 rupees in a busy time, and that's a very high price to pay if somebody is interested in moving just about 100, 200 rupees. That's where Bitcoin Cash comes in very, very strongly because you're able to send funds for a fee as low as say 4 to 10 paise per transaction. That's what we want. When you do UPI payments, we realize that UPI payments are free. That's why it's in abundance and we use it very easily. Only when UPI will start charging, we will look into it in an alternative. Then we'll say, oh, why pay UPI when it's charging so much? Instead, we can just pull out our cash and give it to them. So that's what UPI tried to do, right? So that if you don't carry cash, you're able to still make payments for free. Is how when you have cryptocurrency, you should be able to make easy transactions, is what Bitcoin Cash promises. So that's where we are with our people that we have on our meetup. We also have Inresh, who's just joined, and Shal, SHAL. Is that right? If you guys want to join the conversation and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Shaleen. My name is Shaleen. We've joined in as it goes ahead. We will join in as and when we have a question.
Surely, surely. Shalin, are you the brother of Amit or brother?
Yeah, brother-in-law of Amit. Yeah, actually, unfortunately, there's been a problem with Amit's system. Yeah, I'm coming back. Okay, hi everyone, let's continue, please.
Yes, yes. So we have Amit. And Amit, do you want to introduce yourself and you want to say something before we start? I'm happy for you to go.
I'm from Jaipur and just started crypto around 3 months back, mostly trading into options on a site called Deribit. We're option sellers. So that's the basic what we're doing in crypto. That's nothing more we're doing. And perhaps as we go forward, we'll have questions on that as well.
Surely, surely. You keep your questions ready. We will definitely answer those.
Right.
And also, we got you welcome. We've got Vinay Kumar, and of course, Indresh. I did address you. Indresh, you want to jump into the call and introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm from Bangalore, and I'm pretty new to crypto, so I just started learning these things from 3 4 months. And as of now, I'm just trying to gain the knowledge and the start.
Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for the introduction, Indresh. And well, of course, we have another person. I think he fell off, like he left. But hey, guys, we can start now. So the main topic that we're going to be wanting to talk about today is I don't know if you guys have followed. Just about 3 days ago, PayPal introduced cryptocurrency on their platform. They made an announcement. Actually, it's to say that users of PayPal, there are about 350 million users of PayPal around the world, and those users are able to buy and sell cryptocurrency from PayPal's account. So that's a pretty big news. Actually, what happened was with that news, even the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency went up. So it's a key news in a way. Those kind of companies, when they join cryptocurrency or allow cryptocurrency on their platform, it kind of makes a lot of news and a lot of speculation and traction for the price of cryptocurrency, which we saw. Bitcoin went up on that day close to 10% on one day, so it was around 8 lakhs, it went to 880 to 9 lakhs. That's a lot of rise. So if somebody understands that kind of market, and then if they were following a news like that, they may have like been able to buy crypto and trade for a higher price because they would have understood that this kind of news would definitely bring in a lot of value to cryptocurrency, and especially for Bitcoin. So they may have benefited from that news. But I don't know if somebody used it or not. But usually, what happens is that's the economics works in that way that as soon as there's a speculative news, if there is something which is very strong, the price of cryptocurrency goes up. We've seen that in the past. That's one of the things that happen now too. So just a quick question: have you guys heard about that particular news, and do you guys want to say something about it? What you understood about that?
Yeah, I heard that news. I was reading about it in investing. I don't know how it would be, making an effect. I mean, the coming days also, but yes, that day 8 to 10% was the rise in Bitcoin.
Yeah, usually if you see those kind of things, and if you miss out on buying into it before the price went up, there is still chance for you. What happens is usually the price of Bitcoin catches on first, and after that there's the altcoins. So if you see that the news is there and then you want to buy into Bitcoin, great stuff. If you couldn't buy into Bitcoin, the price has already gone up. Buy into altcoins because altcoins usually follow Bitcoin after a day or two. If any kind of news like this, if Bitcoin has made a price change, eventually you would realize that the other altcoins follow them after a day or two. So you could still get into altcoins and probably sell them at a higher price later. So that's just a little bit of insights. Just FYI.
Altcoins are coins apart from Bitcoin or altcoins.
So I'll just get to that point. Just before that, I want to just make a quick disclaimer that this is not a financial advice. Just so that you guys know, this is just a pure experience of how crypto has been acting and how crypto has been doing things in the real economics is what I've been following from good time, which is 2009 onwards. It's the same year as Bitcoin. So I'm just giving out a lot of information in terms of my experience and my understanding. This is not a real financial advice, but of course you can go and research on that a little bit more to get your own analyzation. Yes, your quick question was about anything other than Bitcoin, right? So yeah, there is everything other than Bitcoin is been called an altcoin. Yes, that's right. The first ever in cryptocurrency space, which is a decentralized open source product, was Bitcoin. Just after Bitcoin, the next cryptocurrency anybody had launched was somebody named Charlie Lee. He did a Litecoin in 2010, and from 11 onwards, there was no stopping there. There were like many coins that came across. So from Litecoin onwards, yes, they're all being called an altcoin. It's an alternative to cryptocurrency, which is alternative to Bitcoin. They're all cryptocurrencies. They all have the same power as what Bitcoin has. Some have even better. The price of particular one coin does not determine the usability factor of particular cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin holds a lot of price because it's the first one of its kind, and it's got a first mover advantage. And also, if you understand that the initial times of Bitcoin a lot of people did not even understand what was going on. The reason it gives that kind of edge to those initial adopters is because they built this product along with Bitcoin, built a product of alternative financial system, which is a cryptocurrency system. So those guys have an early mover advantage. So Bitcoin gains more in value than any other altcoin for so far. Even if some altcoins price go up, so one of these ETH, I think went up, Ethereum-based ERC20 token went up higher than Bitcoin. But then you got to understand the whole economics of it. That sometimes the price just touches higher than Bitcoin, but need not necessarily continue to stay. Even otherwise, if stays, then the calculation of the number of coins released may be different. In terms of those kind of things, the daddy of all is, of course, Bitcoin. And anything other than that is called altcoin. If that answered your question.
Which altcoin do you suggest we can trade in? If to be traded?
So altcoins, if you want to trade in many altcoins are there. Those make better results for a trader than even Bitcoin for that sake, because a lot of altcoins which are a little newer and which are a little smaller in followers, what will happen is the speculative news brings in a lot of price, and the fluctuation is a little bit more higher in altcoins. So there are many altcoins that are good for traders. So what is a trader looking for? It's a real fluctuating currency, right? If it's not fluctuating, there's no really fun in trading. So in terms of comparing Bitcoin to other altcoins, a lot of other altcoins fluctuate more than Bitcoin uh, with small news and things like that. But on the whole, of course, Bitcoin is the trading daddy of cryptocurrency. Everybody who opens a trading platform has Bitcoin as its main coin, and then that's what everybody does trade. But then with that, people learn about what kind of new currencies are coming in. As soon as they come in, they kind of get hyped. They're going to get a lot of price. So they get that experience, and with that experience is when they try into altcoins. So if that question of yours, I may not be able to like completely give you a clear answer of what altcoins are preferable. But of course, you start playing around with it with Bitcoin and other platforms, then eventually you will learn by yourself. There's nothing too complicated about cryptocurrencies actually.
Thank you.
Highly worth it. So the question was like, you guys heard about PayPal, and what do you guys think about that? I did get the answer from one of yours saying that yes, you had heard about PayPal integrating. So a lot of different people have written a blog on it, including Republic India. That is something that when I saw that, I was very amazed, and I was very happy actually to see that an Indian portal is actually picking up on these international news and making a blog on it. And their news says very nice things about PayPal, but they have missed a little bit of few crucial points because Republic has been a little naive in terms of how PayPal has allowed cryptocurrency. So what is PayPal trying to do is you are able to buy and sell cryptocurrency from your PayPal account, but you can only buy from PayPal and sell it back to PayPal. The usual thing about a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency wallet is that once you get a wallet, usually you're able to send out of that particular wallet your Bitcoin to anyone around the world or within that particular platform, whoever has given you the wallet. So, but both those things have been restricted in PayPal. That is something that Republic couldn't cover. Maybe they've not gone deep into it to understand that. But of course, everyone else who's done the news on PayPal has covered that, including Forbes, to say that how what kind of limitation is there. So, if I may explain, if I buy a Bitcoin, I can hold it in the exchange that I bought it from. Exchange will provide you a wallet. I do not recommend that because I usually would recommend you to hold your own wallet and store your Bitcoin by yourself. With that, you get a lot of knowledge. You secure your Bitcoin much better. You understand the cryptocurrency more. You educate yourself more. By holding an exchange wallet, you don't get to learn about it. You straight away hold it. There is only one place it's there. But there are some risks in holding cryptocurrency in exchange wallet. In exchange wallet, the risk of hacking is very high. Reason because hackers know that it's an exchange wallet and there will be a concentration of more cryptocurrencies there. So they kind of target those exchange wallets. So that's for that reason the risk is higher there. And also there is an internal hacking risk. So that means internally whoever is running the exchange have shown in the past that they have compromised their people's cryptocurrency by stealing, by not securing the wallet keys properly, and those kind of things. So internal hacking is also very possible. Yeah, on a whole, when you leave your cryptocurrency in an exchange, the possibility of you losing cryptocurrency is much higher. The examples are very big and very clear. Mt. Gox is the first ever example. BTC slash E was the next example, and the counts are endless. In India itself, CoinSecure was an example. So a lot of exchanges have shut down is because of their internal hacking, including my exchange, which I started first in 2013, MonoCoin. We got hacked. Luckily, it was my number of bitcoins which was targeted. I had 9.5 bitcoins kept in my wallet, and it was targeted to withdraw from when we looked up. It looked like the IP was from China, but we cannot certainly say where it was the hacking was happening from. But it did happen. And because we had set a rule of up to one Bitcoin is the only one which goes without admin approval, when we tried to withdraw all 9.5 of my Bitcoin together, it didn't go through. At 5, 6 in the morning, I get a call from my CTO of Subway, and he was telling me, Vikram, did you try to withdraw your coin? I said, no, I didn't. No, you did. You have a withdrawal put out. I said, no, I did not do it. And first of all, I said 4:30 in the morning, I wouldn't be doing it. So when then he said, okay, he's going to call me back. And when he called me back, he gave me all these details of what had happened. So that happens with an exchange. So we recommend you to hold your cryptocurrency in your own wallet. When I say in your own wallet, you got to download a wallet that allows you to store your private keys and the seed phrase. So when you're downloading your wallet, it clearly gives you that option that you will be allowed to store your seed phrase. So if you have that seed phrase written down on a piece of paper, you can retrieve your wallet if you lose your device. So
Can
that's
I ask you a question now?
yeah, man, go on.
Yeah. Actually, you said if you want to store, you should store it in a wallet.
Yeah.
Now, what you're trying to say is the same that the address that we get, that big address that we get, that's what you mean?
Yes, that address is a wallet in itself, but who's providing that address is a bigger wallet. So every wallet can have multiple addresses. Each address is like a wallet, of course. So
Say,
a wallet.
for example, like we're trading in derivative. So what I'm doing is I'm buying BTC in Indian currency from Wazir and then transferring it to derivative. So as per your experience, is this a little more secure way of keeping all my BTCs in derivative when I'm trading there? Is how to buy it and buy it from Wazir in Indian currency. So and then transfer it to derivative. So is that safe?
I'm sorry, you said you're buying it from WazirX. WazirX gives you a wallet you already is stored in that WazirX wallet. So you're saying you're withdrawing from WazirX wallet and sending it to another wallet?
Correct.
So
Withdrawing it from Wazir and sending it to derivative.
sending it to where? I'm sorry.
Derivative.
What is it?
It's an exchange. Derivative is an exchange wherein we're trading only options.
Okay, so again, that means it's not a it's not a freehold wallet. So that particular wallet that exchange is giving you, again, it's an exchange wallet. Do they give you a seed phrase where that means you enter the seed phrase in any of your that same wallet app and then you're able to withdraw your funds there? I don't think so.
No, I don't understand what this.
No, no, what happens, Alan, what happens is that when we want to make a deposit for Deribit, we are issuing our payments to WazirX, which further on WazirX, we withdraw from WazirX and then transfer to Deribit.
Okay. So in a way, what you're doing is you're essentially keeping both in a custodial exchange. It's not a non-custodial part because if they're allowing you to trade means they would like the private keys of your cryptocurrency. So then they are holding your cryptocurrency. Well, that's one small loophole that you have for the exchanges because if you are interested in trading, you have to leave your private keys with them. If you do not hand over your cryptocurrencies, private keys to the exchange, then they do not allow you to trade also. So obviously, then you may have to give it. They are not a non-custodial wallet; they are all custodial.
Okay.
I think Amit, Romit had something to say. Go on, Romit.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what's the frequency of you guys trading. Like, how often are your trades?
Every day.
Sorry?
We are trading every day on daily basis.
Every day, like once?
Yeah, once.
Okay, yeah. So if something like every day is your situation, then it's you have to keep it in an exchange, because if you're trying to put it in your wallet and then back into exchange, the fees, actually the transaction fees, will actually end up being too much for you guys. Unless it's a different cryptocurrency, then it's fine. But I think Bitcoin has too much high fees. So in your case, you will have to keep it in an exchange. But if you're doing it like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, like swing trading, then it's actually better to keep it in a wallet.
So that means what I can understand is that I do the trade, and once the trade is
Yes.
over, I take the money out, and then when again I want to trade, I again put it
Yes,
out.
yeah.
But keeping my wallet means I keep it with the Rasidex or that.
No, both are your custodial exchanges. What you'll have to do is download a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet app. It's available on all platforms, whether you're on Windows, whether it's a website, whether it's Android, iOS. There are multiple.
So can you suggest any? Can you suggest any?
Do you do only Bitcoin, BTC, only
Yes.
Bitcoin?
Yes. We do shares also. We do Nifty also, but
No, in cryptocurrency.
I meant only in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
no, only Bitcoins.
Okay. Bitcoin.com has a good wallet with both Bitcoin Cash as well as Bitcoin. But if you want just Bitcoin, let me just check. There are a few.
There's few Coinomi, Exodus, the list
So
are many.
they're all multi currency wallets. They're all multi currency wallets. So you can store multiple currencies on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Bitcoin.com has a good wallet. BitPay, BITPAY. BitPay has a good wallet. BTC.com has a good wallet.
So, just
Yeah,
one
these
point.
are some of the wallets.
Yeah, one of the points that you have to understand is that when you download an app, wallet app, you should just check that they were allowing you to save the seed phrase. The seed phrase is something that is a string of 12 words you'll have to write down and keep in a piece of paper. If that is not provided by the wallet service, that means it's a custodian. If they provide that seed phrase, that means it's non-custodian. So when you have the seed phrase, that means your private keys of that Bitcoin is completely in control of yours.
Is there any way where this custodial thing could be made more legal? Like we are very sure we can, like the money is safe, like we're in derivative how.
Okay,
Yeah, so there are few exchanges